It's about 1:20 in the morning. Yep, there's my clock. And my husband's asleep, but I am craving chocolate chip oatmeal raisin cookies like so badly. My niece brought them a couple weeks ago to a picnic that we had, and I ate a lot of them. And I was like, I just gotta make them. So let's make them together. Why not? This is a little new for me, so I'm experimenting. So you're typically only supposed to add in 1.5 cups of flour, half a teaspoon, or I'm sorry, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, about half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. But I also added in about a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar, which is like an acid, which is the acid, and then that reacts with the quarter teaspoon of, or 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I also added about a half a teaspoon of cornstarch, which helps them be chewier. I'm super tired, but this is an experiment, so you don't have to add the cinnamon, the cream of tartar, or the cornstarch. I am just testing this out. Just mix it together with whatever you got. To your KitchenAid mixer, you are going to add in 1.5 sticks of butter, or 3/4 cup. You're going to add in 3/4 cup of brown sugar and just under half a cup of white sugar. It's like 1/4 cup and 1/8 cup, so it's just basically just under half a cup. And you are going to mix that together, cream it until it's nice, light, and fluffy. That is just beautiful. We are going to scrape the sides down. Now that the butter and the sugars have all been creamed together, you are going to add in 1 large egg and 1 large egg yolk, about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, or I just do a splash, but that you can measure it out if you want. And you are also going to add in about 2 tablespoons of molasses if you want to. I'm again experimenting tonight, so let's see how it works. Maybe this is just like 1 a.m. brain test talking. I don't know. The recipe said to leave the oats out and then you're going to fold them in, but I'm going to just add them to the flour, slowly add it in until it's all incorporated. Look how beautiful and light and fluffy that looks. Yum. Once it's almost completely mixed together, I am going to turn it on for about like 3 more seconds to get about 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. My chocolate chips are a little old, but who cares? I'm going to turn it on for about 3 to 5 seconds till it's all incorporated. I split the dough in half and I added raisins, about half a cup of raisins to half the batter, and then I did half a cup of craisins, which are cranberries, and about a quarter of a cup of slivered almonds, and we're just going to mix that together because, again, a big experiment, why not? Another experiment. I took a little bit of the cookie dough with the craisins in it and almonds, and I added a little bit of orange zest, and we're just going to mix that together a little bit better than what I'm doing on camera. Right, I made 10 of the regular ones, or boring as I'm calling them now, 6 of the cranberry almond ones, and then 3 of the orange cranberry almond ones. I'm going to stick them all in the freezer for about an hour, or you could do it overnight or 24 hours, whatever you need, because you want that butter and that sugar like to solidify, and it will cook up better tomorrow. So let's probably go to bed. It's 2 a.m. now. They came out great. I baked them at about 375, I think. I think I should have done 325, but that's fine, whatever. These are the orange cranberry with almond, the regular, and then these are just the cranberry chocolate ones. So my husband has been here. Let's try them and see how we like them. Look how beautiful they are.